YouTube. Video's a little late today. Leafs were home to Buffalo last night, and unfortunately I didn't get to see much of the game because we were at a birthday party for some friend of ours in Hamilton, and got a little drunk. Made a nice little mess on the way home too. That was great, but I digress. The game, it was another good one by the Leafs. Pretty evenly played, from what it seemed. They got on the board pretty early, and the Leafs, before the game started, gave John Tavares a big standing O, and to make up for the tomfoolery in New York, where fans appreciate their players in Toronto, and in Canada in general. So that was nice, and then he got them on the board about 4 minutes in too. Buffalo came back and scored goals about a minute and a half apart, a couple minutes after that, but Riley tied it up with about 20 seconds to go, I think, in the period, and then from then on out, it was all Leafs. I forget who potted them. Oh, Patan. Patan was in the lineup after they got him from Winnipeg at the deadline, and he was in on the fourth line. Ennis was out. I don't know if it was because of injury or whatever. I didn't really look into that, but Patan got his first game as a Leaf, and his first goal as a Leaf too, so that was nice. And if he pans out, that'd be something else. And then I forget who got the one after that, but they got another one to make it 4-2 in the second, and then Marner added an empty netter with a couple minutes left or whatever in the third to ice it. It was good to see that. Good to see Fred had a good game. Also good to see the Leafs could win it convincingly like that with two of their D-men out. And also nice to see Patan get his first Leaf goal. So that was good. And yeah, so I wish I could have seen it because I do like watching them beat Buffalo, because I do not like Buffalo. Yeah, I had fun, so never mind. I got a comment on my last video from obviously a New York fan of some sort, saying to never insult New York fans and that I'm a bozo. He says, who am I to talk when Leafs fans send death threats to their own goalies? And this is the whole thing, right? Like, this is just a perfect example of New York fans. Some guy trolls a Leaf fan's video just to say something like that, right? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that's the difference too. Like, there may have been death threats. I don't remember such a situation, but it's the exception, not the norm. You know, every fan base has a bunch of douchebags, but New York fans regularly fill whole stadiums full of them, right? Whereas, this is the exception in other markets. We don't, we show class and respect for the opponent. As much as I hate the Habs, I hate the Sabres, I hate the Senators, I hate the Canucks, I hate the Flyers, but I still respect them, and this is the whole thing. They don't respect the opposition. A lot of times they don't respect their own players. They're throwing things. They're, like, it's just like, and then, like I said, this guy's trolling a video and going off on a Toronto fan who's just minding their own business and posting their own opinion on a video. It just proves my point. So that's I thought that was pretty funny, especially the bozo comment. I thought that was priceless. But yeah, so nice to see the Leafs win. Nice to see Tavares get some respect, and no wonder he didn't want to play there, for God's sake. Let's hope the Leafs can keep at it. And yeah, this whole playoff discombobulation, it's they're looking like they're going to match up against Boston again, and that's like the one team I don't want them to match up against, because they don't have that physical pushback factor in their lineup, right? So but hopefully they can overcome if they do get Boston again. Hopefully they can finally exercise the demons and get past them and move on. But either way, it's, as we're getting into the stretch here, March has arrived, spring's around the corner, and playoff hockey is feverish, fantastic hockey, and I just can't